You created a subreddit for a made-up TV show from the 80s as a joke. After posting and thinking people were running with the joke, until someone posts an episode from the show. Many kinds of cuts, right? There's the cut that gets shouted after the scene is finished. There is the cut when someone cuts someone else off on the road. There is the good old cut that you get for participating in a business deal. So I got an email with the title Cut. And I thought that it was spam. And, after I opened it, I realized that it wasn't just plain spam, but malicious spam. They pretended that they had counted $20,000 in my PayPal account with the text, "Your prescribed cut, Mr. Zahn. 2 million yen. Congratulations. Looking forward." And I closed the email and ignored it. But, truth be told, it would have been a whole lot easier to ignore it if I hadn't checked my PayPal after 3 days and discovered the amount in it. That's when I started paying attention. I must admit, I thought on keeping it. I really did. I even came up with reasons why I should keep it, why I deserved it more than some stupid Asian businessman who could not transfer money correctly. And, just like that, I wrote to them. I wanted to find an excuse to keep the money. The problem is that English was not their native language, and neither it is mine. So we worked through Google Translate and made a mockery of our conversation. After a few broken emails traversing the steppes of Siberia and China, I got an email with a single word title, Cut. It contained a video file, about 50 minutes long. It was called Tofu Test, just like my subreddit of a fantasy game show. And when I opened it, that was just what I got. An episode of Tofu Test. You know how game shows are always giving you that cardboard feeling? That the whole set could be packed in a single box and carried by a child? Well, this was something else. This was cheaper than that. There was barely any set at all. There were Asian men running around, laughing and carrying balls in a chaotic fashion. They run for a few minutes, then balanced an egg, then answered trivia questions, and everyone had a marvelous time. It had no subtitles, no production value, and no sense at all. They had taken every half-cooked idea of the users in my subreddit and actually filmed it and made a show out of it. And, at the end of it, one of the funny-looking men won 20 million yen, had a speech, and the show ended. That was something else, I will tell you that. I sat in front of my computer trying to process what I just saw. I came up with the show, and it wasn't real. But here it was. I started looking around. I Googled the email of the sender, but nothing came up. I tried Googling the second part of the email, and I found one noodle place by that name. But it couldn't be it. It had no website, no nothing. Just registered in some strange region in Japan I did not know of. But that gave me an idea, and I Googled Tofu Test, and upload in YouTube with the same noodle place account name, 200 views. A few websites, all in Japanese, all looking like from 1995. I tried using Google Translate, and I found out that all of them used the same little excerpt. Think you have skill? Think you have brain? Tofu Test. Come, prove. 20 million yen belong to the victor. Created by Europe show leader Zahn. No regrets at ever. And that's that. No regrets at ever. So I look at the details part of the show, and it is actually written that I had created it. My name and everything. And when I click on that name, I find out that I am the CEO of Tofu Test Broadcast. Proud owner, I tell you that. And the location of my newfound offices? That same noodle place. And a website. Not for Tofu Test, but for me, the proud creator of No Regrets at Ever. I open the Japanese website and see my face in it, smiling at me, with the text, "Proud CEO and family man, Mr. Zahn," under it. I see my whole biography written there with pictures of me and my family. I translate the story about how all my life led up to creating the groundbreaking show, Tofu Test. I look through all my achievements, some of them true, some completely made up. My town's chess trophy? True. My work with the disabled? True. My speech in Oxford about cinematography? Take a wild guess. I couldn't even find Oxford on the map, but that is what caught my eye. See, I don't have my bachelor's or nothing, so I wrote in my Facebook Oxford when asked for education. It's not a lie, because everyone else sees it as an obvious joke, but not the man from the Eastern Island. No. They had copied all my information and photos from my Facebook. They had embellished it and created a website. They had made a company in my name. They had made the show in my name. They had created me anew, and this new me had created a show. Where to go from now? What is this whole mood of the story? Is this a scam in my name? Is this some sort of a Japanese version of a joke? One of those hidden camera shows? Is the subreddit playing a joke on me? 20,000 for a joke seems pretty steep to me. Has there been some sort of a great misunderstanding that I should write a book about? At least a Wired or Vice article? No, not Vice. My story will be better than that. So I crafted an email in response. I wrote to them that I'm honored and pleased. I wrote that the quality of the show is superb. I wrote that I love the whole Japanese nation. I asked them when would be a good time to visit not only the glorious Japanese country, but also my office in the noodle place. I was still toying with the idea and having a good laugh until I got the response. No come ever. Nothing for you here. Don't come Japanese jurisdiction. Easy to arrest. Audit. We give money here. Register winnings. All official. Send you your cut. Japanese tax audit can't see you. Don't come. Don't make people sorry. Don't make you sorry. And that's that. I'm not welcome there. Because if I will go there, the Japanese IRS will arrest me, interrogate me, and accuse in a money laundering scam. The noodle place is a cover for money launderers. The 20 million is given to someone, registered as prize money from Europe, then gets sent to wherever it's needed. I keep up the pretenses that that's true. I get my fair share of it all. My cut. When someone Googles tofu test, they find my subreddit, led by me, with people talking about the episodes. All real accounts, all enjoying the great show that is Tofu Test. And where that leaves me? Do I just keep taking the money? Do I object? Am I dealing with Yakuza and do I want to anchor them? I get the answer fast, and I get it in the broken English I've grown used to now. If you reject, you final cut. I don't know which cut of the English language this is. I don't care. I remove the word fake from the subreddit's description. I write a vague Facebook post praising Kubrick as a great cinematographer we should all learn from. I upload a picture of me eating tofu and winking at the camera. I'm an important man, and I have a feeling that I'd better not lose that title. This story was written by Zahn LV. Read by a Bag of Vicodin. Thank you for listening.